I was about to have my first daughter, my only daughter, I should say, and I I felt that it was very much necessary for me to be able to protect my new family, and so I was asking my one of the trainers at my school, who was doing tennis at the time. He was training, and everybody that he was with uh, just they just upped their game in terms of tennis. And so I asked him about training martial arts. I asked him what, because he had made mention that he had done martial arts. So I had asked him, is there a style or something he would suggest, because while I knew he was an instructor, I didn't know if I could at that time afford the classes. He had pity on me, because he knew I was trying to learn so I could protect my family. I don't really like guns and things like that, so martial arts was more something that I felt would be safer for my family. So I like training because you go from doing something that you see somebody else doing that you essentially never thought you could do, and then you have the challenge of being able to try to perfect it yourself. And then there's a whole aspect of, knowing that you can, protect yourself and protect the people around you. So parkour is not new. For many years, Shaolin, they call it light running, or basically making your body like a feather, because they basically can run up things. A lot of times people think that it's just in these crazy movies where you have some guy run up a tree or something like that, but you actually have monks who are quite skilled at this ability to keep their body, going and moving and run up things. And also in ninjutsu, um, commonly known as, to learn to be a ninja. So these styles actually had these things way before parkour, which is French in origin, came about. There's two aspects of the stick training. The one where you're doing the blocks is so that you don't have to use an actual person, and also it's a little bit safer. It gets you prepared to block long distance things. It also gets you not so much afraid of someone who has a weapon in front of you. But it's actually very useful in terms of um, you know close quarter combats. If if I'm doing the blocking of the sticks, it's very similar to me blocking a punch or a kick or being able to move. It's and it stings a little bit, so it's not. It builds up your tolerance to being able to move and move freely and to block when you need to block, and be able to do that dance, which is martial arts. The hardest thing about my style is really the other people around you, because your parents, your girlfriends, your whoever is around you, they see you come back from class and you might have a bruise, or you might have a bump on you, and they think that you're getting beat down in class. And that's not really the case. Everything is very done out, to teach you to protect yourself. There's parts of our class that are just for conditioning, and it's not like maybe if you're in some other fields, some other martial arts, they use a lot of protection, and so it's very easy for you to feel like you're protected when you're wearing pads and all this other stuff. But from the beginning, my teacher has been teaching me to essentially be able to fight people who are professionals, not dealing with somebody who is amateur. So a professional doesn't get in with, with a bunch of gear to protect themselves. They may wear a cup or something like that, but essentially, when you're on the street or anything like that, you're not going to be able to say, okay, let me go get my gi and my gloves and my headgear and my mouthpiece so that I can protect myself. You have to handle that situation right then and there. And so we also train for that too. It's just something that I love to do. I've been practicing for 10 years now, and I enjoy doing the training. When I'm in class, I learn something new, and then I practice it, and I try to develop it, and then I take those techniques and I apply it to other aspects of my life. It's a habit now.